Does grip matter? Does it? We've spoken about it on short game. We know it does there. But we're going to talk today about how changing your grip can change your ball flight. So what do you think of this in two sort of scenarios here today? If you're slicing the golf ball, you're going to want to try this. If you're hooking the golf ball, you're going to want to try this. And if you're a golfer who's looking to become a more established player of being able to hit that fade and being able to hit that draw, then you are going to want to watch this as well. So they're the both scenarios. If you're looking to fix a shot or looking to improve your level of golf, let's help you right now. So let's get a yardage first and foremost. It looks a long way. Could have picked an easier shot. 184 yards. What would you all hit? What would you hit? Get in those comments, what would you hit? I mean, this is a little bit of nugget information. Depending on the shot, we're going to need two different clubs. Okay, so let's start off with that fade, okay? And remember, if you're someone who's hooking the golf ball, this is valuable information to you. If you're a golfer who is wanting to establish a better ability to play different shots and play away from trouble, then this is very valuable to you. So let's just start off by putting a bit of a ball to target line down here, and I want you to show you how our grip is going to really affect what our club head does through the release. So we've established our ball to target line. Let's now talk through what grip I want you to feel to hit a fade, okay, and what feeling through the release to do this. So we need to understand that to hit a fade, we want a club path that's traveling a little bit out to in, only by a degree or two, and we want a face that's pointing slightly right of our path, but not right of our ball to target line. Nice and simple. So let's go with grip here. So with both of these, we want to understand that we want this club in the fingers. That's really, really important, that club's in the fingers, and this padded part of our hand sits on top of the golf club, okay? That padded part sits on top of the golf club. Place that golf club down on the ground in front of you, and when I'm hitting a fade, I want two knuckles to be able to be seen, okay? Two knuckles, so I can see 1 and 2. I don't want you to have to move your head to see them or change your grip from straight away looking down on my golf club. So you have a look down here, I'm showing you what you would see from my perspective now. 2 knuckles down this golf club. I then place this club into the fingers on my right hand. So I've got what would feel potentially for some golfers a little bit of a weaker grip. Don't forget, we'll talk about sort of draw or a bit of a stronger ball flight after this. So what I want you to feel now is that we pinch this golf club a little bit stronger in the 2 fingers here, okay? What this is going to give us the ability to do, these 2 fingers here, is limit how much rotation of this club face we have. So when I'm hitting a fade shot, I really want you to have that feeling of more of a held off release and a pose to a finish very much more like this. Okay, so if you look at this from down the line perspective and look at this in the slow-mo now, as I swing through, you can really see that this finish looks a lot more held off. The butt of the club's pointing into the side of my body. This toe of the club's not overtaken the heel. So the grip there and the feeling in my fingers is affecting the ball flight 100%. But that's what we're trying to do. And this is great because I want you to stand there playing shots, not just stood there trying to make a swing. That really helps us become a much better golfer. I know right now you're watching this thinking, I just stand there and try and hit it. No matter if you're 20, you're new to the game, let's get out of that psyche and really improve this. So grip it in the 2 fingers, 2 knuckles showing, and feel as though we're going a little bit more of a passive release. Okay, and you can see that on the slow motion there again from in front of me, and that's a really good way to do it. So weaker grip, pose that finish here. Those 2 factors will help us move this golf ball a little bit left to right. So let's jump in here. I mentioned that I was using a little bit of a longer club. A fade will generally go a little bit shorter, but it's a good valuable shot in this scenario. Left is a no-go, so I can aim down the left and let it fade into the middle of the green. So standing in here, setting up a little bit left of my ball to target line, taking my grip, feeling that release, get that ball landing softer in hard conditions and hitting away from trouble. Look, I'll finish in a pose, that held off finish, onto the green. Quite a bit of movement on the ball flight, but that's okay. We want to have that. We want that ability to fade that ball. We want that ability to draw that ball. Get that feeling of gripping it in the fingers and working our release in this direction, okay? Let's now talk about how we can affect the golf ball the other way around. Now you'll notice I've gone one club less. I've gone to a 4-iron from a 3-iron. And like I said, I want to know what shots you would hit here and what clubs you'd hit. So get in those comments. And it is worth pointing out, there is a PDF that you can download and watch along with this video. I really recommend doing that because it's really valuable to think, actually, this video helped me. I can save the video, take the PDF to the range, or even take it to the golf course. When you're playing on your own, you can get a real good feeling of how we get to improve our golf. We're about improving golf today. Actually how you play golf, not just how you swing the golf club, okay? I want you to think of that analogy. Everybody says when you're learning to drive, you learn to pass your test. You just learn to drive, as in you learn the fundamentals of mirror, signal and maneuver. When you get on the road on your own, that's when you learn to drive properly. The same thing applies to golf. So let's talk about the draw aspect now. If we were a golfer that now wanted to, if we were slicing it, or we wanted to add this draw shot to our game into wind scenarios like this, a bit more of a piercing ball flight, the grip we'd want to take is this. So we want to, again, have this golf club very much into the fingers. That's really valuable. Club down to the ground, and I want you now to see 3 knuckles on your top hand. So looking down from my perspective now, I can see 3 knuckles, and you can see my perspective now looking down here. 3 knuckles showing. Grip into the fingers. Now from the face-on perspective, this side of target, have a look what this does differently to my release now. Look at the position in slow-mo of this club head really released. So this feeling of the club head being really released would have a club face which pointed a little bit left of our path. So to hit that draw, we need a club path that's up the right, we need a face that's a little bit close to our path, but not pointing left of our yellow. So we want to get that feeling in that release of a bit of a stronger grip, and this toe of the golf club really feeling as though it can work over, and my right arm can work across my chest. That slow-mo, I think there's a really valuable point for you. Let's now hit this away and really think of, if I want to bring this into my golf game, try it with your irons first and then have a go later down the line with your driver. I think you've got to build this through the irons and get comfortable with doing this with your irons before you even entertain doing it with driver. Let's hit this one away. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope that insight really improves your ability to play golf. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to download the PDF guide. That link is down below to the Facebook group. I'll personally let you into the group. Thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow for some more daily tips.